It's hard to believe, but this year the TAC is celebrating its 80th year of supporting sports and student athletes throughout Pierce County. From grid go rounds and hoop go rounds to water ski carnivals, July 4th fireworks extravaganzas, and Golden Gloves boxing events, we've done it all. Lately, the focus has been providing scholarships to our Athlete of the Year program that will culminate with a Tom Names Salute to Sports function next month. Over $50,000 in scholarships will be awarded, and we're actively looking for a location for the Tacoma Pierce County Sports Hall of Fame where we can continue efforts to preserve our local sports heritage. Tonight, we continue a tradition of acknowledging excellence and community contributions with the Distinguished Achievement Awards. Let's meet this year's honorees. And a reminder that if you wish to get more in-depth information on their accomplishments, simply follow along in your program where you'll find more in-depth articles about each honoree. There's a certain amount of truth to the saying, without officials, it's just recess. But these six have earned a reputation for being fair-minded, friendly, and focused when on the courts and on the fields. Reason enough to earn them the Conley Law Office's Excellence in Officiating Award. Bellarmine grad Rick Fox has been officiating basketball for over 40 years and is recognized by the Tacoma Basketball Officials Association as the go-to guy. Just point him in the right direction wherever and whenever a game needs to be covered. Youth, high school, and rec ball matches, Rick is as reliable as they come. Jeff Osmond caught the bug as a football official while serving in the Air Force, and he's closing in on 40 years with the Western Washington Football Officials Association. He enjoys all levels of competition, youth, high school, and semi-pro, has served in a variety of leadership capabilities and capacities for his local group, and has officiated 5 high school semifinals and 2 state championship games in his career with no end in sight. Bill Shy has touched the lives of many in Pierce County as a sports staff reporter and editor with the Tacoma News-Tribune, as well as a fast-pitch softball umpire for the past 10 years in Tacoma. Playing competitive fast pitch contributed to his quick ascendancy as one of the top umpires in Washington, with 3 state tournament assignments and just 9 years of umpiring. Credit his approachability, hustle, and genuine enjoyment when on the field that has earned the respect of players, coaches, and fans. Who in their right mind has averaged officiating 100 soccer matches a year for almost 30 seasons? Meet Dennis Muir, who has worn multiple hats as an assigner, mentor, referee, and president of the Pierce County Soccer Referees Association. From high school league and state playoffs to recreation leagues and his dedication locally to the soccer world, he is a hard act to follow. In a 44-year career as a volleyball official, Jerry Ashelman has officiated a record 29 state tournaments. Let that sink in, 29. And he's worked as a top-up referee in 8 of them. College, high school, and middle school, yes, he's one of the very best in Washington. His calm demeanor and precision mechanics are 2 of his strengths, and he is all in when it comes to imparting his wisdom upon new officials. As a wrestler growing up in Kansas, Kevin Bauer's military commitment landed him in Pierce County, and he has moved up in the ranks as a top wrestling official in the state as fast as a 5-second takedown. His resume is extensive and includes having worked 2 WIAA state tournaments, 4 women's national collegiate tournaments, and 25 Washington USA state events involving freestyle, Greco, and folk style formats. Circle left, circle right, down on the mat, jumping in to break up a clinch. He is a man on the move. The First Family of Sports Award recognizes the contributions of parents and their children who encourage, instill, motivate, and help each other to learn, enjoy, and respect the values learned through athletic participation. We're thrilled to introduce you to the Armstrong family, all 10 of them. Parents, Frankie and Ivy. Children, Eloise, Dorothy, Baina, Frankie, Davy, Dennis, Al, and Beverly. If you aren't familiar with the family, don't feel bad. It wasn't about the glory, but all about family and their love of sports, of which most were multi-talented, whether it be football, cross-country, wrestling, volleyball, sprints, shot put, discus, and yes, boxing. Coachable and respectful were common words that their coaches used to describe them both on and off the field of play. It's pretty easy to understand why these next two individuals were selected as recipients of the Frosty Westring Excellence in Coaching Award. Sumner High School girls soccer coach Robbie Turley and longtime Lakes High School cross country and track coach Joe Clark have combined for over 45 years of coaching experience, which translates to a mountain of league, district, and state championship appearances. Turley has been named South Puget Sound League Coach of the Year 8 times. She has coached several NCAA players and now even a pro in the National Women's Soccer League. Clark has been the League Coach of the Year 13 times in 30 years and has coached 2 runners who competed professionally. Both employ a coaching style emblematic of Frosty, which breeds success on the field and earns respect off the field within the school and community environment. To borrow a well-known phrase, attaway. According to Webster's dictionary, there are 4 key definitions for passion: a strong liking or desire for or devotion to some activity or concept, intense, driving, or overmastering feeling or conviction, ardent affection, love, and Doug MacArthur. Anyone who knows the almost 93-year-old Doug MacArthur fully understands his passion for athletics in Pierce County. His entire life has been devoted to all things good that involve sports. Well, it would be difficult to find 2 more qualified individuals who embody that same spirit and attitude than Wendy Molich and Tim Thompson, recipients of the Doug MacArthur Lifetime Achievement Award. Their athletic paths are eerily similar. Tim, a Curtis grad who competed in cross country, track, and basketball. Wendy, a Peninsula grad who competed in track. Tim, at PLU, competed in basketball and was PLU's team MVP in 1977 and captain for the 78 season. Wendy, a Western Washington grad who competed in track, was a cheerleader, a 2-time All-America in the 400-meter hurdles, and named the university's Female Athlete of the Year in 1983. Tim was head basketball coach for 6 years and head baseball coach for 10 years at Sumner High School, then served as athletic director at Sumner for 3 years, and then as the district AD for 21, including when Bonnie Lake High School was added to his responsibilities. Wendy coached track, volleyball, and cheer at Washington High School, became the school's athletic director in 1994, and in 2004 became the district-wide AD, combining responsibilities for Washington High and Franklin Pierce High. Both have served as league commissioner for multiple sports, have served as the SPSL president for their league classifications, have received League, West Central District, and Washington State Athletic Director of the Year accolades, and both have been president of the WIAA Executive Board. Wendy and Tim are 2 peas in a pod and well-respected, proven leaders throughout their careers, all devoted to the youth of Pierce County. This was the Reader's Digest condensed version. You can read more about their amazing careers in your souvenir program. And wrapping up the Distinguished Achievement Awards, we move on to the Dick Hanula Amateur Athlete of the Year Award, which is given to the top male and female amateur athletes in or from the Tacoma-Pierce County area during the past year. Ziona Fellows has flourished as a force to be reckoned with, playing volleyball for the University of Arizona Wildcats. The 6'4" Mount Tahoma High School grad was one of the top middle blockers in the Pac-12 this past season. She started 31 matches and led U of A in solo blocks and block assists. She was the Pierce County League MVP back in 2017 for the T-Birds. She plans to return to Arizona as a super senior, having been granted an extra year of eligibility because of the 2021 season that was impacted by the COVID pandemic. Kendall Burks helped lead the University of Washington men's soccer team to the 2021 NCAA National Championship game and was then selected as the 11th overall pick in the first round of the Major League Soccer draft by the Chicago Fire. A 2018 Stadium High School grad was a second-team All-America selection for the Huskies. We'll forgive him for not joining us tonight since he has a game tomorrow against the New York Red Bulls that you can watch on ESPN Plus or WGN-TV. You've heard about these outstanding individuals, but now let's meet them up close and personal.